we're honored to welcome distinguished guests from across the globe, including His Excellency, Ambassador Philpott of the United Kingdom. TajRupt's board members, Stephen Kapuro, Arisha Irfan, and Milnoza Mansour. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you Azizjon Azimi, the founder and the chairman of the board of directors of TajRupt.
First, I'd like to sincerely thank His Excellency Ambassador Philpott, as well as the guests that we have from all across the world for coming in and giving their time to us today. 11 months ago, it was August 2016, the idea of TajRupt came to my mind, and I spoke to my friends, Steve Kapuro and Arisha Irfan. And at that moment, I could not have imagined, I did not have an absolute clue of how much we have come to achieve in such a brief period of time. Throughout this period, we've seen the ups and downs of grant seeking and the difficulties of launching operations on the ground. But at the end, today, we're at a crossroads. We have managed to climb a hill that was previously considered too high. And today, it's the beginning of a new future for us, for our organization. When I walked into my first class at York University, I was a 16-year-old sophomore transfer student. And I subscribed and ascribed to the majority of traditionalist values that unfortunately are still prevalent in our society today. Judging somebody by their identity, looking into people and viewing them about their backgrounds, and judging international affairs through a prism of uniformity. These were some of the stereotypes that I carried with me, and unfortunately, I still challenge in our society. But over the years, as I participated in academic work as well as extracurricular activities, I was able to evolve my beliefs and values from within. At Model United Nations, which was the largest student organization at New York University, I was able to bring together a group of people who helped me develop both personally and professionally. Throughout my classes, when I used to walk into my classes and debate and have discussions with people from all across the world, I was able to see the world through other people's glasses. One of the girls who we featured on our Humans of Tajikistan project told me that just going to different tennis competitions across the world allowed her to understand other people's cultures. And I got to realize it through my education at New York University. Liberal arts curriculum is something that teaches you about humanity. It is the value of allowing you to have discussions and discourse regardless of who your opponent is. And that is what we believe in at TajRupt. I believe that our youth has the potential to fully realize their future in a brighter way. Working together with international organizations and governmental institutions and the NGO sector, we've managed to bring together instructors, students, and just all across passionate leaders who would like to go ahead and make sure to put their contribution to the development of our country. What I believe in is the fact that our youth has immense potential. And to realize that potential, they don't need to necessarily go abroad. They can stay here, learn their potential, realize their potential, and contribute to their community. Throughout the past weeks, we've had the honor of doing interviews with some of the applicants. We received hundreds of applications. We did over 100 interviews. And in the end, we selected 65 bright students, girls and boys, who will go on to become our first batch of Extracurricular Resource Center graduates. From the end of July till the end of September, they will be learning about skills that are deficient in the extracurricular arena in our city and our country. Critical thinking, civic positioning, free media, gender equality. These are not just terms that define something you learn in the university. These are terms that define our society, our generation. We live in the 21st century when globalization and the fast, rapid technological development has changed the world. If you have a friend 6,000 miles away in America, all that separates you is one Facebook message or one WhatsApp call. And that's a society that we need to be ready for. Tajikistan is a developing country, and we have immense potential to grow both internally as well as bring together external investments. And that is why our students, our leaders, will have to take the mantle of being the first innovators to be able to systemically reform our society. and I cannot be more excited to welcome you all here today. But one thing that I'd like to mention again is just the sheer sense of humanity that is very important. That's what you should be all striving for. To recognize that someone who is an opponent in your discussion is a friend in life. And always look into the humanity of other people. Thank you very much, and I'm honored to be welcoming all of you here today. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you His Excellency Ambassador Philpott for remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Azizjon. I have to say, I am, first of all, very grateful to have been invited. I feel very honoured to have been invited. I do know that you benefit from grants to which my country has actually donated some of the funding. But that aside, personally grateful, because it's very interesting talking to you both earlier, very interesting meeting all of the team. But you are giving me inspiration as well. So this is quite a different piece of messaging. You know that there's not only young people that you can inspire other generations as well. So I think don't undervalue what you're doing here. And also, I'm just about to do something counterintuitive because Azizjon is speaking extraordinarily fluently and very fast in English, which, well done all of you if you can keep up with this. I'm now going to speak very simply and very slowly in Tajik. So please, if you would just bear with me. And then afterwards I may continue and say just a few things in English. Aziz, Beshas Hama Minatori Khudro تشکیل کنندگانی این کنفرانسی مهم می‌رساند. تشکر برای دعوت به شهر خوجند و همچنین دستگیری جوانانی لایقتمند دسترسی به موادهای تعلیمی و علمی امکانیت‌های ملک‌خصوصی building skills, I was quite sure on that one. تشبوسی خیلی مهم می‌باشد. من می‌خواهم با تشکیلاتی تجربت برای کشش آنها احسن گویم. چه خیلی که تاجیکان میگویند و یک جوان دختر و جوان پسر 40 هنر کم است. برای جوانان آموزشی ملکه‌های مهارت‌های نو در این زمان اینترنت و کامپیوتر در زمانی تیز تغییر یابند در جهان زمانی گلوبالیزاسیون که دویان را نزدیک است حتمی میباشد. همه ما می‌دانند که پیشرفت اقتصادی و اجتماعی جامعه از سطح دانش صنعت و دکتران وابسته است. از این نگاه دستگیری تحصیلات دکتران برای رشد جامعه معاصر تاجیکستان بسیار مهم است. همچنین تشکیل جای کار و رشد اقتصادی راهی اساس موفقیت هر یک دولت است. این تشبس‌ها برای پیشروی اقتصادی تاجیکستان لازم میباشند. شما دارای جوانانی دانا لایقتمند میباشد و با دستگیری خود میتواند آنها را همچون لیدران آینده تاجیکستان تیار نماید. این لایحه امکانیتی تشکیل کردن محیطی رشد است. میتوانند برای اینوواسیون آینده سهم خود را گذارد و تاجیکستان از حاصل‌های دوم این و اینترنت دیجیتال اکونومی بهره دارد. حکومت بریتانیا کبیر دستی جمهوری تاجیکستان می‌باشد و برای دستگیری برنامه‌های رشد همیشه تیار است. ما تشبس‌های مانند را در ساحه‌های دستگیری جوانان معریف و ملک‌سازی استقبال میگیره. من و همکارانی من از سفارت خانه بریتانی کبیر حالا کوشش کرده استودادیم که ماه نوامبر در شهر دوشنبه کنفرانسی بین‌المللی رشد رابطه‌های علمی و اکادمی را بین تاجیکستان و دولت‌های دیگر تشکیل نماییم. همچنین ما یک چند امکانیت‌های آموزشی رایگان در بریتانی کبیر داریم که شمایان می‌توانید اشتراک کنید. امید دارم که همه شمایان از این مرکزی تعلیم بهره میبرید. تشکر زیاد و اوداچی. And I hope you managed to understand some of what I was trying to say. What the vision is here of this institute, academy, I don't know what you eventually, this TajRupt, what this is aiming to do is also something I have always believed very strongly in. The bottom line is getting people to think, getting people to think clearly on how they can use their skills, how they can use their education in order to make their lives, their families' lives, their communities' lives, their countries' lives better. It's a force for positive action. It's a practical approach. It's a way to empower. I know these are the sorts of things we always hear about, but it truly is. And empowerment doesn't mean that everybody has to go and become the CEO of a major multinational company or become a president. Empowerment can be something very local, very intimate, but whatever, you do it with thought, you use your skills, you value education. You do not judge those around you, you accept them. You welcome them in. You include other people who are not the same as you, because you know that you will become better, you will enrich yourself through that contact. And here in Tajikistan, I think you have a very, very keen and eager, young population. You have some very good and skilled, more mature people. And I think the two need to listen and use each other. Use your teachers, use your professors, but also help them by expressing how you are going to shape the future. And the points around judgment and prejudice of identity are extraordinarily valuable. I mean, I mentioned also the education of women and girls, and that's something particularly in Tajikistan I'm particularly keen to push, because unless we have everybody in our community receiving the same opportunity, receiving the same chances, and receiving the same share of everything, unless we have that, we will never have full equalities and stabilities. And if you don't have that, you can't make the positive progress that you need to make. So I'm just thrilled and excited by this project. I knew a little bit about it from my colleague, but I've learned a bit more about from these colleagues here. I think you're all very lucky. I think even in my country, I wish I had this sort of opportunity. I hope that it's going to be successful. I will do everything I can to support in the future. I'm in this country for another 2 years. If this model works, I would like very much to see it in the rest of Tajikistan. I think Civic region is a very good place to start, because You are well known in Tajikistan as being the powerhouse. You are the adventurous ones. You are the ones who see the chances and opportunities. But please also think about your fellow students, young people in the rest of the country, so that once you have had a good experience, you can go out there and share it with them too. So I'm once again honoured and grateful to have this opportunity to talk to you, and I'm looking forward very much to hearing more about what's going to be happening. So I say to you, well done to the TajRupt's team.
I'm impressed with their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Back when I was in school, I was never the best student nor the brightest. Fortunately for me, the real world outside of university requires a skill set that mandates that you solve complex problems with creative solutions. I've seen this natural ability in vast quantities this week, and I'm excited to see its development within the program. I've been impressed with the community and the bonds that students have with one another. I would be nothing without the vast system of family and friends that I've been fortunate enough to develop over the course of my lifetime. And I've been able to see the compassion and kindness that the students have for one another throughout my many experiences with them this week. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, I've seen the boundless courage and passion that the students maintain. In life, opportunities come to those who are willing to reach out and take them. The students of TajRupt have demonstrated a willingness to take chances and go after the opportunities that are before them. They've told me about their experiences, hopes, and dreams in a language that is not their mother tongue. Clearly, this is something that I could not do, and was extremely impressed by their ability to do this. I've been impressed immeasurably during this visit, and am humbled to be a part of this organization. To close, I want to wish the students the very best of luck in the future, and I hope to see them prosper one day. Thank you.
again, please join me in welcoming His Excellency Ambassador Philpott and thanking him for his time. Thank you all. Please feel free to join each other around the table here.
Меня зовут Хашимова Маниже, я участница внекоммерческой организации TajRupt. Хочу выразить свою благодарность этой организации, потому что эта организация дает возможность всем ребятам изучать иностранные языки, да еще и бесплатно. Такая возможность редкая, поэтому хочу, чтобы в Таджикистане больше открывались такие организации.
Я Ганджина, и я студентка Нью-Йоркского университета в Абу-Даби. Спасибо большое некоммерческой организации TajRupt's, что открыли такой образовательный центр, и для нас, для учеников, это честь учиться здесь.
I'm very honoured and very grateful to be invited here today to assist with the opening of TajRupt. TajRupt is a new concept of extracurricular education or extracurricular activity. The important thing is it's open to all of those most keen students, both girls and boys, young men and young women. This is a project about creating good citizens and citizens for the future. The concept of civic education, encouraging young people to think through the solutions to make the future better. Inspired this concept, this would be Azizjon and his colleagues who have experience of education in the United States and other countries outside, and they're bringing their best practice here to Tajikistan. I'm particularly pleased to be here today to see the start of it. I've been meeting some of the very keen and talented students who will be joining from the Khujand area. You should be very proud, all the mothers and fathers out there should be very proud of these very, very clever and talented young people. And lastly, I'm very proud that European money has been able to help fund this initiative, and the United Kingdom is always ready to support such innovative, such inspiring ideas. I wish this programme the best of luck.
Their motivation about gender equality, so they had a lot of ideas, so they want to share with you.
Please,
about
please.
Couldn't be employed because just she's a woman, and maybe she will fail something just because of her gender. Either women nor men should be given the same and equal opportunities and chances to live
First of all, gender equality, for my opinion, is the respect
between woman and man, when a man respects woman's rights, woman's opinion, when he tries to motivate her to be better. For example, in Tajikistan, the mentality of Tajik person is that the girl shouldn't do the things that she isn't allowed. So I think that I want to work to motivate girls to be better, to be confident, and I want them to be like independent from their parents, follow their dreams, never give up, and I want, in my future, I will do everything to achieve it.
There is a very good expression which comes from, you only live once.
Yes.
So if you mess it up and waste it this time, you have only you to blame. But I think
Here they'll be doing a lot of debates and discussions, so they'll be broken into teams where they'll get to talk about different topics. Some of them that they'll be talking about include climate change, the effects of globalization, and conservatism versus liberalism.
you've got the blood to show for it. And so next week, will you be continuing to work your skills in how you develop argument and how you present argument?